called by name. Got purpose, got vision, I'll never be the same. Rise, stand tall, yeah, we claim our way. Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Leading boys today. Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Yeah. I am strong, I am brave, yeah, I'm called by name. Got purpose, got vision, I'll never be the same. Rise, stand tall, yeah, we claim our way. Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Yeah, leading boys today. I am strong, I am strong, I am strong, I am strong. I am strong, I am brave. Damn, call my name. Got purpose, got vision, I'll never be the same. Rise, yeah. Stand tall, yeah, we claim our way. Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Lead boys today. Hey, hey, Brotherhood of Excellence. I am strong, I'm brave. Yeah, I'm called by name. Got purpose, got vision, I'll never be the same. Stand tall, yeah, we claim our way. Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Yeah, leading boys today. Brotherhood of Excellence.
Well, hello, my name is Shamika Smith, and I serve as the Executive Director and founder of the Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. This is our broadcast, Teaching Boys and Raising Sons, and I am so excited for you all to hear from our guest on today. I'm going to have her introduce herself, her name, her occupation, a little bit about herself, and then we're going to go into the conversation. Welcome, Dr. Harris.
Hi.
So tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Dr. Patricia Harris, and I am the current Director of Adult Basic Education with Wake Tech Community College in Raleigh, North Carolina. Under that umbrella, I serve the high school equivalency programs, the North Carolina Adult High School program, as well as English language learners and transitional opportunities, all within college and career readiness.
I love it. I love it. So I have asked her to come and share roughly about 3 to 5 strategies or engaging strategies for males. So again, she's going to talk about 3 to 5 engaging strategies that you can do with males in the learning process. So Dr. Harris, take us away.
All right. So this is an exciting opportunity for me because I love talking about learning. I love talking about building community within your classrooms. And I love the engagement process when it comes to the community outside of your classroom, because that is where our learners come from. So my strategies start with awareness. When our learners enter our classrooms, they come in from whatever situation they have at home, in their communities, at their jobs, part-time situations with siblings, whatever's going on in their life. The awareness of what they have going on comes into your classroom, and you're confronted with it as the instructor face-to-face. So acknowledging those situations are very important, and just operating in the sense of awareness is always key. A little bit about my background. I started my adult education journey and just educating community in 2015. And so with that being said, I was in a high poverty, high crime area. And so I had a little bit of everything into my classroom. And even though I'm on the adult basic ed side, I also had 16, 17, 18-year-old young Black males coming into my classrooms. And that awareness started with understanding what they were coming from, understanding what they were involved with outside of my doors. And so that's why I say we always have to start with that awareness. You can't ignore the truth. You can't ignore the circumstances or the community, because as educators, we serve the community at large. Everything we do permeates throughout that community. The second strategy that I would like to bring up is inclusiveness. We all had experiences as an educator where you can look at your room, you can look at your learners, and you can see those learners that are not quite connecting, or those learners who have kind of isolated themselves in a corner. Inclusiveness is key. We have to be diligent and intentional about finding out how to bridge our efforts and how to take down those walls in our classrooms. And so in my experience with instructing and teaching, advising, and guiding Black male learners, that inclusiveness key, you have to break down the walls. You have to open the conversation up. You have to be attentive and aware.
I am strong, I am brave, yeah, I'm called by name. Got purpose, got vision, I'll never be the same. Stand tall, yeah, we claim our way. Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Leading boys today. Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. I am strong, I am brave, yeah, I'm called by name. Got purpose, got vision, I'll never be the same. Stand tall, yeah, we claim our way. Brotherhood of Excellence Academy. Leading boys today. I am strong, I am strong, I am strong, I am strong. I am strong, I am brave. Stand tall, my name. Got purpose, got vision, I'll never be the same. Rise, yeah. Stand tall, yeah, we claim our way.
The next strategy I will move on to is the real world connections. Now, in North Carolina, the community college system, we talk about contextualization a lot. Contextualization to the workforce, contextualization to post-secondary enrollment. In any learning environment, you have to connect your learners to something outside of your walls as the educator. You have to. That's how you engage. That's how you keep them attentive. That's how you keep them coming back. Even after Christmas break, even after Thanksgiving break, spring break, they will come back to your class if you have connected them with something that they can see beyond themselves. And that is very important when educating our Black males, because a lot of times, a lot of stereotypes thrown in their face, a lot of the do's and the don'ts thrown in the face. But we have to move from at risk to at promise. And the only way to do that is to connect them with the promise. Identify. Again, I'll go back to the other one. The other two I shared, be aware and inclusive, because that's how you come up with your informal assessment of your learners and how to connect with them beyond the standardized testing, beyond the benchmarks, but in a real way that keeps them connected to you and makes them want to come to your class and engage with you, and you'll forever be that teacher that they remember. When you do that,